So I've simplified the example from the last lecture. Here we only have one private property, that is the radius property. Now, earlier in the course, I talked about getters and setters. So here we have defined a private property, but maybe we want to read this value from the outside. Perhaps we don't want to set it, we just want to read it. One way is to define a method like getRadius, and here we return underline radius that get, we pass this as the key, and then in the console we can call c.getRadius to read that value. But I don't like that here we're calling a method. It would be nicer if we could read that like a property. Okay, so earlier in the course where we talked about constructor functions, you saw that there we used object that defined property to define a getter. So we passed an object like this, set the name of the property like radius, then passed another object, and here we added the get method like this. Now this syntax is very convoluted. In ES6 we can create a getter and setter much easier. So let's delete this. Now to implement a getter, we change the name of this method to radius so it looks like a property, and then simply add the get keyword on the front. It looks like a method, but actually we can access it like a property. Have a look. So save the changes. Now we can read the radius like this. We can also define a setter very easily. So we add a setter, radius, takes a value. Now here we can do some validation. So if value is less than or equal to 0, we're going to throw a new error, invalid radius. Otherwise, we need to set this radius private property. So just like how we set it in the constructor, we access our weak map called the set method, pass this, and then the new value. Let's test this. So here in the console, our circle initially has the radius of 1. We can reset it to 10. Let's read it again. Beautiful. Now if I change this to, let's say, -1, we get this error. And if you read it, the value is not changed. So you can see implementing getters and setters is far easier with ES6 classes.